Hey, welcome back to Sonic Adventure 2. In this episode, we're going to continue on with the Chow stuff, starting with going to Pumpkin Hill. Let's go to Pumpkin Hill and get some running things for whoever we want to get them for. We have yet to go to Pumpkin Hill for anything. I just kind of want to experiment and see where we can actually get any kinds of animals. I don't exactly know where any of these animals are. So let's just go ahead and look around and see if we can find any. And there's one right here. So I suppose there's that right there. But we don't know where the rest of them are. They could be anywhere. Let's just look around and see if we can find them. Because I am not sure. I'm just kind of going to be wandering around randomly, hoping to find them. That's really the main problem doing this, is that we don't know where they are.
It's over.
And I die.
It's over.
It's pretty great. Alright, well, I suppose there's a death there. That's totally fine, not a big deal. I suppose if we can find, like, chow boxes, that would be the most opportune thing. But I suppose if not, it's really not a big deal. So let's just look around and see if we can find anything. I don't see anything anywhere. We were able to find one little warthog. I suppose that's nice. I suppose finding a warthog is nice. But we're not finding anything in the way of chow boxes or anything of the sort. That is not what we're finding. There is a bat there. I don't want a bat. That is not necessarily something I desire to have. I know there's a chow box right there. I suppose we can go ahead and do something with that chow box right there. So let's go ahead and grab this chow box. And try to find another chow box, wherever the other chow box might be. Who's to say where it might be? I have no idea. But let's look around and see if we can find it. It could be anywhere at all, my friend. Who's to say? I don't know. But I think there's something up here. I think if I remember correctly, there is a dog here. I do remember there being a dog right there. So I suppose we can go ahead and grab that dog. But it's starting to look like going to Pumpkin Hill might not be something we won't want to do too regularly, for the simple fact that it's just kind of wide open and not something that we want to be doing too often, because I don't exactly know where all the animals are in this place. So I don't know if I want to be doing this too regularly. Well, there is a chow box right there. So I suppose we were able to find that. I didn't want to pick up a bat. That's not what I wanted to do, man. That is the exact opposite of what I wanted to do, man. Well, I suppose we can take those. Let's take what we just got and then get the rest of the animals that we need here in Wild Canyon. Because it is kind of looking like what we're probably going to wind up doing is just kind of going to Pumpkin Hill for a few little things. And then leaving Pumpkin Hill for future missions. Which kind of makes sense, I guess, because, you know, I'm not entirely sure where all of the animals are in Pumpkin Hill, and I'd rather not spend my entire life trying to figure out where they all are, if can be entirely helped. But it does seem to me that in this whole mission to find animals, we are kind of trying to find running things most often than anything. Which works out, I guess. Okay, who needs running things? That is the question of the hour. So we have a ton of running things, and we have a little bat. We don't really need a bat. That's definitely not something we need. I'm going to go ahead and give this running stuff to Robert. Feel like that might be something we want to do. So let's go ahead and give this stuff to Robert. Robert, I think it's time for you to improve that little running stat of yours. So let's go ahead and do something like that, don't you see, my good friend? So let's give this stuff to ya. Improve that amazing running stat of yours, even though it's not quite amazing yet. It is getting there. It is improving as we go, which is what we want. It's not nice about the bone dog, the skeletal dog, is that it actually does give some decent running as well. Which is what we like to see all day long. Now, is that all the animals already? Have we already given all the animals? Or is there one more warthog we can give? Oops, I didn't mean to wake you up there, Quartz. That's not what I meant to do there. So sorry about that, little buddy. Okay, well, we got some power through the warthog there, which is pretty great. Oh no, you fell asleep. I wanted to give you a nut there, Robert, but I guess you're interested in falling asleep, which is totally fine, I guess. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. Let's go get some swimming things here in Hidden Base. Or at least at the very least, just see what we can get here. There's a skunk right there, right at the start. I suppose that's kind of cool. I suppose I can go ahead and grab that right at the start. I'm pretty sure this is a power animal, yes. So we got some various things right off the bat here. I was kind of going for swimming things, but we seem to have some other stuff, which is totally fine, I suppose. It doesn't really matter what we find, my good friend. I suppose I can go ahead and grab these drives, so that's what I am gonna do. And there are animals inside these little rooms, so let's go inside of these rooms and grab the little animals that are inside of these rooms. I'm just kind of trying to find whatever animals we can possibly find here. I'm not really trying to find anything in particular, as even though I did say that we're looking for swimming things. I'm not really all that concerned about what we're trying to find here. As long as we can find whatever we can find, it's pretty great. Just to use the word find a million times. It's pretty great. There is a penguin over here, so let's go ahead and grab that there penguin. It's what I like to do, is grab penguins all day long. Avoid the bullets. Avoid the bullets from the robot, because I don't want to be damaged in any way. I want to survive. I want to live. Now we can get a ton of animals from these monkeys. So let's go ahead and get some animals from these monkeys, shall we? Let's see, penguin, skunk. You can get that guy. Is there anything else we can get, or is that everything? That is everything. Okay, so we got some swimming stuff here. Let's see what we want to do here. I mean, Rusty's swimming is pretty high, but you know what? I'll go ahead and give this stuff to Rusty. Just because Rusty's right here. He's very easy to reach. And you know what? We can improve some of his stats just a little bit here. So let's just go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and give Rusty some things. Man, his colors are changing just slightly. He's not fully a bright green anymore. His colors are changing just a little bit, which is kind of cool. That is kind of neat. That he is changing color just a little bit. I think that is quite cool. Hey there, Sun, how's it going? How's it going there, little buddy? How's life? How's life treating you, little buddy? Alright, wow, you get a lot of swimming from otters. That's just a little bit insane. That's just a little bit insanity. Cheese. Okay, so we're just barely missing the running thing there. But you're hungry there, Rusty. So let's go ahead and give you some food. Let's go ahead and give you one more nut, considering you're so hungry. So let's go ahead and give you one more. Okay, so that takes care of that. Let's go to Radical Highway and get some running and or swimming things. Mostly running things. I know there's a few little there's a few swimming animals that exist around here. but I know this is mostly a running animal area. So let's go ahead and do such things as that, and get some running things, because I'm going to give this stuff to Rusty again, for the simple fact that Rusty is so close to being leveled up on his running and swimming, so we might as well get him some more running and swimming things so we can actually level up that stats, or those stats I should say. So let's go ahead and do such things as that. Hello there, animals, I'm going to grab you all day. Is that a running drive? Yes it is. I will gladly take that and shove it in my pockets. Now what's this gonna be? It's gonna be a power drive. I don't want a power drive. And I don't want another power drive. Thank you very much. Power drives are not necessarily what I am looking for at this moment in time, so thank you very much. But no thank you very much. It's not necessarily something I desire. So let's not concern ourselves with power drives. Let's concern ourselves with the running things and the swimming things, even though swimming things are not something we're going to be finding too regularly. It seems to me that the only swimming thing we're going to find is probably right there. Unless we can find ourselves some swimming drives somewhere around here, which I suppose is possible. But who's to say? I don't know. I do not see any swimming drives anywhere, but there are some swimming animals, which I suppose is super nice. I'm not going to complain about that. That is super nice, finding some of those. But this is going to get a little bit insane. Trying to find animals. Is there an animal here? Yes, there is. I didn't even realize there was one right there. That's fantastic. Okay, so this stuff is once again for Rusty. So Rusty, go ahead and take some more running things, among other things. Because you're who I want to give this stuff to. Since you're so close to leveling up a few stats, I might as well get you fully leveled up on those few stats that you're close to leveling up on. So let's go ahead and get you there. Yeah, you're changing color just a little bit there, little buddy. I like the fact that you're changing color. And you guys are just looking for attention. You guys just want to be loved. And it is quite cute. It is quite adorable that you guys are looking for attention. I can give you guys both attention at one time, because that's just how it works, and I appreciate it very much that I can do such things as that. Okay, well, let's see where the rest of our animals are. There's another one right here. Don't go in the water, Rusty. I have something else for you. And I still have another thing for you, so don't go in the water. Still have another cheetah for you. I can level up that running stat again for you. There we go, up to 37 on running. And now we have yet another warthog. Man, look at his stripes. They're turning like yellow. That's kind of cool. I wonder if they're turning yellow because he's turning into a partially swim running jet. I wonder if that's why they're turning yellow. That's kind of cool, actually. Okay, well that's pretty neat. Let's go ahead and go out one more time. Let's go to Iron Gate and see what kind of animals we can get in Iron Gate. It seems to me that we can probably get like power animals for the most part here in Iron Gate. I'm not going to worry about Chaos Drives. I'm going to concern myself with animals for the most part, even though we can get a shaz ton of Chaos Drives here in Iron Gate. But I'm going to concern myself with animals rather than Chaos Drives. So let's go ahead and do that instead. Hello there, Mr. Ape. I appreciate you. You are my friend. And I like you very much. So thank you very much, my friend. Yes, we can get a ton of Chaos Drives in this stage, but it's not necessarily something we're looking for at this moment. Ooh, there's a pipe here. Hello there, pipe, that I barely didn't see. You are kind of disguised from the background, and it was nice to see you. There's another skunk here. Can I grab this skunk? Thank you very much. Now I'm gonna go ahead and do a super jump downward, so I'm not having to wait for the thing. And then I messed it up. It's pretty great. Ah, oh well. So let's go ahead and try that again. Hopefully this time without messing it up too badly. Can I get an animal out of this again? No, I cannot. I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure if I could get something out of that again. But alright, let's go ahead and try this a second time. Let's go ahead and try this a second time. Let's see if I can actually do this. There we go. Now, I'm pretty sure there's an animal in here. Yes, there is. It's right here. Okay, hello there, Mr. Ape. There's also a pipe right here. So I will go ahead and use that there pipe. Thank you very much. Now we're going to go ahead and go over here. Go over here, because I'm pretty sure there's a dragon hanging out somewhere over here. If memory is serving me correctly. But I don't know if it is or not. I don't know if memory is serving me the way I want it to be serving me, but the problem is I don't think there's any way to go back now. I don't think there's any way to go back now, so I'm gonna have to kill myself. Okay, so let's try this again. I mean, we've died several times in this frickin' level. I'm not entirely sure why I'm failing so miserably. But this time, can you actually jump, Eggman? Is that something you're capable of doing, is actually jumping when I press the jump button? That would be marvelous. That would be absolutely wonderful if you actually did a jump the way I want you to do a jump. Thank you very much, Mr. Guy. I appreciate you. Okay, so we have a ton of power things. Now, who do we want to give this power stuff to? That is the question. I mean, we could give it to Quartz, technically. But again, I'm kind of focused on having Quartz evolve into a flying Chao. And I don't want to, oh, hey! Good timing! Good timing, Quartz. Perfect timing. Okay, well, in that case, once you evolve, I can give you this stuff. I can give you this stuff then, which is perfect. So let's see if you'll evolve into what we want you to evolve into. Let's see if this is going to work out the way we want it to work out. Let's see. La da 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 da. Hooray! Is this what I think it is? Is this a flying Chao, or is this a hero run Chao? I actually don't know. Give me just a second here. Yeah, he did evolve into a run Chao. That's interesting. I'm wondering why he decided to go turn into a run Chao. That's interesting, and his run is only 93, his flying is 636. So I'm kind of wondering why he decided to turn into a run Chao, but it is what it is, I guess. It doesn't really matter, because we have yet another evolved Chao, which is perfect, and exactly what we want. Now our only baby Chao remaining is Pumpkin. So let's just go ahead and wait for Pumpkin to evolve. It'd be pretty great if he evolves sometime soon. Yes, I understand you're hungry, Quartz. I'll go ahead and get you some food here when I'm done training you. Just go ahead and take these animals and level up that delicious, delicious power stat of yours. But it is nice to see that you evolved there, Quartz. Hey, you're happy. You are a happy little Chao. You are a happy little guy, which is super nice to know. I'm glad you are pleased and content with life. That makes me quite happy to know. It really, really does. Alright, well, that seems to be everything, so let's go ahead and get you a nut there, Quartz. Someone's singing. Wonder who's singing. Can't tell who's singing. Oh, there's a bunny rabbit over there. So it seems to me you're still hungry, so I'm going to go ahead and... oh, I can't get you one of those. They're not fully grown. Alright, well, in that case, I'll get you another one of the regular nuts. I'll get you one of the regular nuts then, because those are not fully grown. So go ahead and take another one of those. There, Quartz. Hello there, little bunny rabbit. Alright guys, so that is where I'm going to go ahead and call this episode. So thank you for watching today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe if you did enjoy it. I will see you guys in the next episode when we continue on with what we are doing. And this was quite a successful episode for the simple fact that Quartz evolved. He didn't quite evolve into what we were kind of hoping he would evolve into. It seems to me that we have mostly Run Chow right now. It definitely seems to me that that's mostly what we seem to have is Run Chow. But that's okay. It's not really a big deal. I mean, we can make their second evolution whatever the hell we want them to be. But as always, guys, I really do appreciate you watching. It really does mean the whole world to me. I will see you guys in the next episode.